Hi, Diane. How are you? Hey, Adam. How are you? My favorite guy to tease here. Hey, so we're going to get started. I'm super happy to be able to do this today. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties, and so I'm kind of having to look at myself on camera, so that's a little bit delayed while it's also being recorded, so I can see your comments. But go ahead and write your comments. I want to welcome you to our Marketplace for Sellers group on YouTube that we have created. I just want to go through a couple of things so that you guys know. I did write some notes. Our group is about being positive and helping each other raise to a new level. I understand that we all have issues, and Facebook, as a newer platform, has a lot of issues that they're trying to combat on a daily basis, and so that's why we're here together as a group to figure it out. Nobody really has the blueprint for exactly what to expect on this platform. And so as we all continue to try and figure things out, we're coming up with solutions together. As we put out videos every once in a while, if you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I would love it if you would, and even give the video a thumbs up if you decide that you like some of our content. Our group does have 4 group experts on it, and I'm going to introduce them to you. If they decide to, if they do make it, then I will definitely introduce them more, or maybe they'll have an opportunity to say something in the chat. But we have Anthony Rubio, and Anthony is a customer service specialist. He has actually a lot of sales every single day. He's phenomenal, and one of his strengths is customer service. And so he'll pop on here every once in a while onto our Facebook Marketplace group for sellers only, and our Facebook Marketplace for Sellers Only group, and chime in when he is able to. But he's extremely busy. He has over 100 orders a day, but I really love rubbing shoulders with him. Kelly Ellerbrake is our local expert. She does do some shipping, but she mostly does local pickup. And you'll see her on Sunday for our Super Seller Sunday interview. I did interview her, and she's a phenomenal woman. She does do it part-time, and I appreciate her willingness to donate her time when she does come on and help people out. We also have Tomer Tal, and Tomer is a merchandiser. He used to dropship, and now he merchandises. And so you'll see him on here every once in a while. He has a warehouse in New York where where dropshippers purchase items and ship out to their customers that purchase the items. And then, of course, we have Marcus Silva, who is one of our top contributors to our Marketplace group, and he's our dropshipping expert. But I don't know, I think he might be an expert on a lot of things because he is extremely smart and he knows a lot. I have a series of questions that you guys asked when we posted it a couple of days ago. And so I'm going to go through some of those. And then if you have more questions along the way, I would like it if you would post it in the chat that we have provided for you. And hopefully we can get to everything and all of your questions. Now, keep in mind that we are not employees of Facebook Marketplace, and we are only here to help each other out. Some stuff we are trying to still figure out, like Facebook Shops, for example. That's a tough one. It's brand new. So, bear with us while we figure this out together. And I am right now looking for a Facebook Marketplace Shops group expert who can help people out. Our group is not for profit. We're not here to gain anything monetary from the group. Of course, the YouTube channel, when it does become monetized, it will receive funds that way and support itself that way. So I had some questions on here. There's about 7, so I'm assuming you guys are going to want to add some more to it. Hello, everybody. I see Nancy. I see May, Diane. Now I can be like that lady from Picture. What is it? It was not Picture. When we were little, and she had the mirror and she could see everybody. I see Diane. I see Adam. Anyway, all right. The first question that we're going to answer is, how do you combine shipping and how do you change the buyer's address? Well, as far as combining shipping, a lot of times what I do is I just make a new listing for them and then put it all together that way, instead of having them, check out individually. There is a way now where some people have access to, being able to put it in the cart, and if they like more things in your marketplace shop. Now, keep in mind, we are just talking about your personal shops. We're not talking about your business shops. I have no idea how that works in the business shop. I've been trying for over a month to get a shop approved, and I've talked to customer service on many, many occasions. And the last thing they told me was they just don't have the employees and the money to take care of and deep dive to tell me why they're unable to approve my shop. So, I have my suspicions, but it is what it is. I like the shop that I do have, and I would like to be able to do the business shop because I would love to open lots of them, but I don't know how to do it that way. So as far as combining shipping, some people have access to that. We have to remember that as Marketplace is still in its, beta situation, so to speak, not everybody has all the same options because they test people with different options. So the way I do it right now is I just make a new listing with all the information on it, send them a link as soon as it's approved, and then have them check out that way. How do you change the buyer's address? Well, once they've actually purchased, the only way I've been able to change an address is if you take it to the post office. What they have told me is if the zip code is the same, then you can change the address because the barcodes only go with where the zip code goes. So as long as the zip code's the same, then it should be fine. Otherwise, I would have them cancel the order and then fix it on their end and repurchase it. Let's see, the next question was transferring listings to shop. And I really can't answer that question because I don't have a shop. And again, we are looking for a group expert for shops. I don't know, and neither do any of our other group experts. Our knowledge is very little at this point. Is the renew button going away? Since we're not Facebook Marketplace and we're just a support group, we don't really have that answer. I have seen people say what the renew button is because there's a couple of them. There's the relist button, there's the renew button, and then there's the delete and relist button. And they only ever come up if you have something that can happen, either with renew, relist, or delete and relist. So the renew button is what comes up weekly. So let's say you put a listing up, it hasn't sold, it's been a week, it will come up as renew. And you can renew it so that it will refresh itself back up into the search, to the top of the search. The second one is the renew. So let's say you had a stuffed animal and you sold that stuffed animal. It will come up as an option to renew, but if you renew it, then you need to have another one of that exact same stuffed animal. A lot of people just put their stuff in inventory and say, I have 2 stuffed animals, and then they don't have to keep renewing. So it's an option. If you come back later and you get another, that same exact one, you can renew it that way. And then, of course, you also have the delete and relist. And right now, the delete and relist is being rolled out. Not everyone has it. They've finally got it fixed. And Some people have it and some people don't. I've seen a lot of people say, I don't have my delete and relist. It may be that you don't have any listings that are ready to be deleted and relisted, or you might not have it. For me, I don't worry too much about the delete and relist. I use a program called List Perfectly. I can put the link below after the video is done if you want to use it, but I pretty much keep all my inventory on that. And then if I have listings that have 0 or low views and I just need to get rid of them for now so that I can keep my stats good with the marketplace, then I use that program. I take it off, and then I take it off that program, and then when I'm ready, I put it back on. Let's see. Tips for getting views. That's a good question. So we kind of went over it a little bit in the video on the 0 views that was posted 2 days ago. But one of the things after the fact, and I can't remember who it was that said it, and if you guys remember, tell me, that as far as clothes goes, she figured out that she puts the size first and then the brand and everything else to go behind that. I thought that was absolutely genius, because with everything that we've read, you want to put, brand, and then, as far as the information go, brand, the name of it, size, as far as like all the keywords that you want to be able to put in the description for what people are looking and searching for. So if we had like a extra large men's shirt, we would say XL men's shirt, and then or we say XL men's, and then the name brand, maybe Under Armour, assuming that it's not a Vero brand. I do know that there are some Vero brands out there that some of you guys can't list. It looks like we might be having a few type of technical difficulties, but hopefully it works itself out. Okay, the next question is, tips for getting views. So that's one of them, is just making sure your titles are really good. But more than anything, make sure your pictures are fantastic. If we don't have good pictures, nobody's going to want to buy our stuff. They just aren't. And so make sure that you have really good pictures. And I also use Canva. Marcus asked me the other day if I could do a video on how I basically take a picture and put it on Canva and make it stand out, because you want, if it's you're looking at 15 listings on the page, or however many are sitting in front of you, and they're scrolling through stuff, you want them to see yours first. Yes, canva.com. I'll put all that stuff in the link or in the description below after we're done, so that you guys can go and use it. And I've also put a video together today. I just need to finish editing it, and then I can send it out. But I love Canva. Okay, those are probably some of the best. And then the other thing is with the 0 views, and when you watch the video, it talks about, getting rid of your 0 views and resetting with zip codes, or even just deleting everything off. But to me, every time I get rid of those 0 and low views, it really helps my my sales a lot. Just doing that alone is a huge boost. And then, revisiting those listings that I've taken off and saying, well, what's wrong with these? Do I need to do anything else to fix them? Or are they just okay? Did I just put them on at a bad time? And then posting at good times is really important. People are online first thing in the morning. They go to work all day long. They might be there a little bit during lunchtime. And then when you're looking at, and then when they get home, that's when they're on. Thursdays for me is when the weekend starts as far as sales goes. Wednesday is generally the slowest day of the week. But you start to see the trends of the stuff that you're selling and exactly when people are there, what times are best to list. So you can put all of your listings in drafts and set alarm on your phone, and then as soon as that alarm goes off, then publish. Why does Facebook change listing options when renewed? I don't actually have an answer to that question. So I'm sorry I'm not able to answer that. When are they going to fix all the glitches? Who knows? um, I'm not trying to be like cute about that or anything, but I think we're just always working through something. It's the cheapest platform out there. I tend to just try things in a positive way and move on from there and figure out the solution. And that's really what the group is about, is helping each other find solutions to problems and be able to move forward. That's what the magic link was for. When I found that, it was like, oh, this is magic, this link that you can go to and you automatically are able to get in touch with someone quickly. Like it's been hidden. And so, I mean, to me, that's fantastic. I even saw another one where someone said that if you get banned, do this first beforehand, where you put in a ticket and they say, you know, they send back the automated response, say nothing to that and just put it in a folder. And then if you do end up getting banned, you can go back to that and then respond at that time, and then you'll be able to get it taken care of quickly. So, you know, that's another tip that I learned the other day. And anytime you have a problem, I have even gone back to those previous emails where they've helped me before, and I get right in. They just automatically make a new ticket number for me, and they solve the problems. And so even though we want customer phone support and everything, that's not how it is. So anything that we can do to make their customer service work better for us, since we don't love it, then that's what we need to do, is to share that with each other. I've been dinged several times by the automated algorithm. It's even recognized clothing items as weapons and drugs. Upon review, these infractions have been overturned. However, my ability to ship items through Marketplace has been restricted. For the better part of the last year, who do I complain to get this fixed? I would use the magic form for anything that you aren't able to get through on the other stuff. The magic form is just that for me. It's magic. So I don't know what you guys think, or those of you who have used it. If you don't know what the magic form is, I'm going to put in the link below. It's a video. The link is in the description, and it'll take you to that seller support form that you can fill out. All right, let's go to some more questions as you guys have been talking. I sold an item. May says, I sold an item for $100. The buyer knows how to scam and used his PayPal to pay through Facebook Marketplace. He tried to get me to give him $50 back, but I wouldn't. I tried the fake PayPal resolution, but did file the next day. It says it will take 45 days to get an answer. So Facebook Help says in the group, someone said due to protection, we both get paid. Is that true? And that might have been me that said that, because I had one just yesterday. The lady said, I haven't received my a pattern. I sell quilt patterns, and she hadn't received it. And she said, it's been 2 weeks. If it's not here by Friday, I want a refund. And I thought, oh no, I'm just going to send you to customer support, because that's what it's for. And then I saw the negative, money on there, and I just sent in a ticket, and I said, hey, this person hasn't received the item. I see that you've already refunded her. Am I still getting paid? And they emailed me back and they said, absolutely, you're still getting paid. In fact, I'm showing that you got paid on such and such date. You just need to follow through and make sure that you understand, and then make sure that you actually got paid on that. So hopefully that helps, May. That's what I do anytime I have a negative, is that's what that is. Does it cost? Diane, I've been trying bank account and it keeps coming up in error. I've done it correctly, watched YouTube, Reddit, etc. I've had sales that have been canceled because I can't link my account. Use the magic form. You might, sometimes with the magic form, I've even emailed them back 9 to 12 times, back and forth. And even when they say, oh, your problem has been resolved, I just email them back and say, no, it actually hasn't. Keep doing it. And so that's probably all you can do. If you can't get it fixed, is to use the magic form and see if they can help you fix it that way. All right. Okay, posting, how long do you think for it to come up in the feed? I've used them since they started other things. Thank you. Does the true post or true link cost? May, I don't know what you're talking about when you're talking about that stuff. Nancy says some banks are more difficult to link, and we've had to get on the phone with PayPal to link it to our bank account. They just said some banks are more difficult to get it set up and approved. That's interesting. Just keep searching. Don't ever quit. You know, there's answers out there. And if there's someone in our group that can answer it, great. If not, there's other groups out there that can also. One of the suggestions that I put in there is some of you guys were asking about the SKU, SKU, in that. And I would really like when they print out when you print out your labels for your packages, on the very bottom there's that blank box. Well, that blank box, you can use it as what's called a rubber stamp, and they could actually put our SKU numbers in that box for us. And that would be so nice, especially when you've got 10, 12 orders and you're printing them all out, and you have that SKU on the bottom. The SKU can be whatever you want to assign it. It doesn't have anything to do with Marketplace or what they think you should have a SKU for. Anyway, I made that suggestion. It's probably gone on deaf ears. If you guys like it, then let them know also that you think that's a good idea. But that was my great idea for the week. Okay, May, back to your question. You mentioned that you use a program to help with listings. Oh, List Perfectly. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, it's just a listing program that helps you to list on multiple platforms. I will say with everybody, marketplaces, sometimes when you feel very vulnerable, don't ever just keep Facebook Marketplace as your only platform. Cross-list and put your listings on other platforms. For me, I use Mercari, I use eBay, I use, of course, Facebook, and sometimes I'll venture into Poshmark. It's not my favorite platform, but if I need to. But I pretty much cross-list everything that I have on all of those platforms, because what sells on one might not sell on another, and you just don't know what that is. So let me see if I had any other notes. What other questions do you guys have? It's called List Perfectly. I will write it in here for you. Is Facebook Marketplace and Mercari your favorite? I make the most money off of Facebook Marketplace. Mercari is my second favorite because it's easy to list. I actually like Facebook the best. So how much do we need to space out posting a listing? You know what? Because I have that poster with List Perfectly, I generally post pretty fast, but I have noticed that if I keep it to about 10 a day, then it doesn't disrupt my my views on the other listings. If I do too much, and it didn't used to be that way, months. And one thing that we need to remember when we talk about 0 views is there's so many more people on this platform selling now than there was, back in June, July of last year when everything was just like gravy coming in. I was doing research and found by accident what is hot on Facebook Marketplace. Click on a list or listings and it will show what is hot or not. I've seen that too, Adam, and it's on your phone, I believe. Have you seen it on your desktop or just your? But when I was looking at it, a lot of this stuff the groups and the suggestions were groups that I already listed. So I questioned whether or not they were just telling me what was hot for me, since I'm already posting that way, or if everybody's was the same. I'd be interested to figure that out. In fact, one of these days, Adam, you and I should probably, when we're on the phone together, compare our hot items and see if that's if it's the same or if it's different. What other questions do you guys have? This has actually been really good. You know, what I love about this group is how great everybody is in helping each other. And sometimes people say just the most profound things that you go, ah, and you just need that community to help each other and, you know, to become better. And I really believe in, you know, the abundance mentality, that there's enough for everybody. You know, sometimes it seems like there's some people who are just mean people out there, but by and large, I think that we have a really good group. I have deleted quite a few people off of the group. If you guys probably don't believe that, but can you speak about doing your own shipping labels, pros and cons? I do both. I use the Facebook Marketplace labels, and then I'll also use Pirate Ship to ship on my own. And then I also have drop shipping that I don't worry about doing labels for that. I just get tracking numbers and put them on. So I have 3 different ways. I like the Facebook Marketplace labels because they're easy. I just, you know, print them, slap them on, and ship them out. When I have to do my own labels for, like with Pirate Ship, I just mostly use their spreadsheet and put it all on the spreadsheet and then upload it. And I use their rubber stamp so I know which ones go to which ones. And that just makes it easy. And then as far as drop shipping goes, I always use people who are drop shipping for free. They're just sending me a tracking number, so I don't really have to worry about it. I just put in the information and I'm done. The magic form is a seller support form that I made that name up when I found this form that fixed almost anything. I wish I could share my screen with you right now and I would show you, you know, the magic form, but it's in the YouTube channel. If you guys want, go ahead and the like button on here, or and even if you're not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe to it, because what we'll do is we put these videos out, and even though I post most of them, not all of them get posted. Otherwise, you guys would just be inundated with stuff. But the magic form is a seller's news, and it's in the YouTube channel. Hopefully, I'm not talking circles. When you research a listing on your phone on Marketplace, it will tell you in the sold area if the item has been sold many times. Oh, okay, okay. We'll talk about that, and then next time we do a Q&A, Adam, we can talk about that more. I haven't dove into that enough to know. Meredith, where do I list party supplies and tablecloths and placemats? I don't know. Maybe home. What do you guys think? Can you give Meredith an idea? And my dog is playing with a toy down here, so if you hear that, that is him. Tracking showed a package was delivered. She said it wasn't. Facebook refunded her. I felt the problem was with the post office. We file a claim as a seller. Yes, I would verify. If it's they're saying it's not received, you should still be paid for that. And if it was on there, they'll probably tell you when it was paid out so that you can go back and look. It's really important, guys, to keep those spreadsheets and make sure that you've been paid on everything. It's a lot easier to look up stuff if you have an active current spreadsheet. If you need a spreadsheet, I did a video on that. You can go there. It's on the YouTube channel. and you can download that spreadsheet and use it. It's a Google sheet. You can also use it on Excel if you needed to. So they're thinking home and garden. That's what That's what Adam would do as far as like party supplies, tablecloths, and placemats. Categories change on me all the time, specifically dog apparel and cat apparel. You know what? Do you know how many times I've been had to go to review on items that were live animals? Let me go back to that question that Nate asked earlier about being dinged for infractions. I have been put into review over the dumbest things, and sometimes my review button doesn't even work, and then I've got this big thing that says this listing isn't going to work for you on the top. It just irritates me whenever I see it, and so I actually just use the magic form if I can't get the review done and have them help me with it, and it always comes back as good. That magic form, guys, really does a lot. And of course, magic form, seller support form. No one at the help department will return my email. Are you responding to the emails? You've got to keep the email chain going. So if they say, if you put in the thing and then they bring their automated response from Adam, and then you respond back, and then you should get somebody else, a live person, after that. You keep that same email going the entire time. If you haven't received a response, send it back. Make sure to check your spam and see if anything's in there also. That's awesome, Nancy. Nancy says the last time I was flagged, I had a text box to state my case and I was approved. I haven't used Bendu. I considered it when I was looking for programs, and I decided that List Perfectly was better. I talked to a few people, and that's why I made that decision. I didn't try Bendu a lot at all. I just so usually my dog at this time goes to the PARK. So he's being extremely good right now, considering this is his PARK time. But he's found a bottle cap to play with now, and it's all over the floor. Anyway, we should probably get this wrapped up. If you guys want to do this again, just let me know. Please do me a favor, though, and hit that like button if you haven't already, so that we can keep things good in the algorithm. You're welcome, Kate. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you're not part of our Facebook Marketplace for Sellers Only group on Facebook, feel free to come over. Just so you know, you will not be approved if you do not agree to the rules. We're very strict about it. I know everyone here can attest to that. I think that's pretty much all we have today, guys. If you need anything else, you know how to get a hold of me. And I love everything that you guys do to help and support in our group. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. All right, bye-bye.